Today, I'm going to share the newest feature built in the Extension Data Portal. It's called Themes. So, what are themes? Well, themes are used to describe the focus of your work and help set the tone for the story of you as an Extension employee in documents such as a dossier. You should identify between 3 to 4 themes that can broadly cover the teaching you do throughout your Extension career. Each person can create their own themes, so think of themes as a way to group your engagements in a personalized way, similar to how Extension events are grouped by program. Each engagement record gets its own theme, so if an educational event has more than one theme member linked to it, each person has the option of tagging their own personalized theme to that event. Let's look at how they fit into the existing Extension Data Portal structure. As a reminder, data in the Extension Data Portal is organized by programs, Extension events, and team member engagements. Programs are the large, overarching concept, think curriculum, and are standardized by program area. Extension event records are linked to programs and are either educational events, group teaching, or individual instruction, one-on-one instruction grouped over time by topic or theme. Your involvement or teaching is linked to Extension event records through engagement records, specifically team member engagements. These track your personal time spent, the role you had, whether you taught during that event, and now your theme. Let's look at how to set up a theme in the Extension Data Portal. Once you log in, you'll see that there's a new tab called My Themes. From that page, I can see that I have some information, which is basically what I'm going over right now, a list of themes, which will be empty if you haven't created any, and a report. Let's create some new themes. From this page, I can click the New button and simply enter the name of my theme. If I want to create more than one at a time, I just click Save and New and enter the name of my next theme. Once I'm done creating new themes, I will click Save. Now, if I navigate back to that My Themes page, I have a list of themes: camping, health and wellness, and local foods. If you want to change the name of any of these, you can use the little pencil icon to edit it, just to reword the phrasing. Maybe you had a typo you need to fix. Whatever you need to do, you can edit there. Once you've made the change, you click Save, and it'll be done. If you change roles, for example, if you were a 4-H educator, but now you're an A&R educator, you might have different themes. To deactivate a theme, simply uncheck this Is Active box, click Save, and now you'll have a historical theme for your records, but it won't show up when you're creating new events. So, deactivate your old themes, create new ones. You'll have more than the recommended 3 to 4, but you'll only have 3 to 4 active themes. Now let's take a look at adding these themes when you're creating events. From the program listing, I'm going to create an educational event. This page has changed slightly, but it's mostly asking for the same information, but now it includes themes. At the top, I have basic information where I can put the name of my event, and there's now a drop down where I select my theme. It will be populated with those 3 themes I just set up. In this case, I'm going to select camping. Also new is a section on the right that will show how your title will appear on your personal reports. So in this case, it will show as camping event, camping. What about individual instruction? Well, it looks a little different. Let's create an event from the Extension Events page. Select individual instruction. In this case, I need to pick my program, and then it's going to ask me for my theme. Because individual instruction was originally meant to be tracked by topic or theme, we're saving you a step by letting you select your theme and pre-populating the name of the record with that theme. In most cases, you can just leave it as the theme you selected, unless you don't yet have themes, in which case my theme will be set as none, and you can put the name of your topic there. Again, on the right, it will show you what this will look like in your reports. So when I've selected my theme of camping, on the right, I see that the title on my reports will appear as individual instruction camping. What if someone's added you to an event? Well, you can add your theme to the engagement that they've created. Now in the bottom left corner, is a utility called Recently Added Engagements. When you click on the label, a pop-up will appear showing a list of all of your engagements that have been created in the last 30 days. Let's take a look at this one created by Debbie. When I click on the name, it takes me directly to the engagement record where I can edit my involvement. So it already has things like hours spent and a role that Debbie put in for me. I can edit if needed, but it doesn't have a theme. So let's check the pencil next to theme. Click in to find my 3 pre-populated themes. Pick the one that best fits, in this case, health and wellness, and click Save. You may have noticed there's another new field here underneath theme called Override Event Name. All of these show additional information when you hover over the information icon in case you forget, but just a quick overview. This lets you personalize how this event will show on your reports. So I'm not changing the event. I did teach at this Yoga in the Park event that Debbie set up, but on my reports, I want it to show a little differently. I've already assigned a theme, so right now the report title will show as Yoga in the Park, Health and Wellness. If I click the edit icon, check the Override Event Name box, I now have a field where I can put my own event name. So let's say I have a lot of events that I set up for yoga, and I always call them just yoga. I want my reports to roll that all up together, so I'm going to rename this event just for my reports as yoga. Now you'll see the report title is Yoga, Health and Wellness, even though this is still tied to the event, Yoga in the Park. I've personalized my report without needing to edit the whole record. And Debbie, in her case, can still keep that Yoga in the Park name and whatever theme she's assigned to it. So now that you have themes, you can assign them to your past events. Luckily, you can do bulk updates. From the Engagements tab, I've navigated to my Teaching Engagements list view. These are the engagements I'm going to focus on. Themes are not needed for promotional or operational events, so this is a good place to start. I don't have too many records, but I'm still going to update a couple at a time. So I'm going to check the boxes next to these camping events, click Edit next to Theme, select my theme that fits, and check this box that says Update to Selected Items. Using this method, you can update up to 200 records at a time. Now, I haven't submitted this information yet. I still need to click Save. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and also add in the Health and Wellness theme for this final event. Click Save, and the data has been updated. If I navigate back to my Themes page, I can see this Engagements by Theme report now has my hours spent by my 2 themes that I've created. Let's take a look at what that looks like on your reports. On the Home Page tab, I can refresh my OSU Extension Data Portal dashboard. Scroll down to the bottom to see my extension teaching, and you'll see it now has the name of the event and the themes I applied. And in the case of the Yoga in the Park, it's showing my personalized event name on my teaching report. If you need any help setting up themes or assigning themes to your historical events, feel free to reach out to us. You can book a one-on-one session straight from the home page. You can get help using the help icon in the top right through our manual or by submitting a support ticket. And you can find additional resources on the bottom in the training support section. Thanks for watching.